Doing a rumors and news video for you folks today on this Monday. Hope every father had a great Father's Day yesterday and spent time with the family. I know I did. I had a great time. Went on the Sea-Doo, took kids to Craig's Cruisers, and seen a movie. So hopefully everyone had a good one. Today we're going to be talking about Barnes and Anzalone. Are they a little bit butthurt? Jack Campbell, he is definitely one of those guys that want to be perfect. CBS Sports Top 100, what players ranked for the Detroit Lions in there? And should the Detroit Lions make a trade for Corey Davis? Let's go. Before we get into the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Really easy to do. It helps the channel out. And hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes in this video. Is Derrick Barnes a starter or is he a backup? That is going to be the question here for today. So let me know in the comments below. Derrick Barnes and Alex Anzalone texted Kelvin Sheppard after Jack Campbell was drafted by the Detroit Lions. First, to say, they're excited for him, but secondly, where they stand on the football team. They wanted to know right after they drafted Jack Campbell, and I think that's a little bit intriguing there because it shows maybe a little bit of insecurity. Now, I could be overblown. Maybe it's not. But Sheppard stated that, look, we're going to draft the best player available, and you got to compete. And I got to say that Derrick Barnes has stepped up so far in the offseason. He's really starting to compete. And that's the whole point in getting players. You draft players, and then they compete, and you get the best out of them. That's the whole point. Kind of a little shocked that Alex Anzalone himself texted that, considering the fact that the guy already signed a 3-year deal this offseason with the Detroit Lions, and having him sign that deal, you'd think he'd be a little bit more secure about his spot on the football team, but apparently not. Anyways, to me, I think that's just intriguing there, so let me know in the comment section right now. Will Barnes be a backup or a starter? B for backup and S for starter. Right now, when I look at Derrick Barnes, I think he's competing with more Malcolm Rodriguez. He's not going to be a complete starter, but he could get significant playing time and do better than what he did last year, which was butt cheeks. He played in 15 games, 47 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 1 quarterback hit. He needs to be much improved and much better than that, and he so far showed it in OTAs in minicamp, with his game being turned on a notch due to the injury of Malcolm Rodriguez. So hopefully he keeps it up because we want to see Derrick Barnes shine. Who doesn't want to see Derrick Barnes become a stud linebacker? We drafted this guy 3 years ago for him to do that. So hopefully this is year 3 and he comes in and kills it for the Detroit Lions. Jack Campbell, he is very hard on himself, and I'm going to give this 4 logos because I absolutely love it. I love it when players are hard on themselves and they want to get better. It shows that they understand what they need to do to be great. Great players are hard on themselves and they perfect their game, like Amon-Ra St. Brown. We look at Jack Campbell last year. He was named to the first team All Big Ten Conference Linebacker of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year, while being named first team All-American and receiving the Dick Butkus Award on the nation's top linebacker, because he is a guy that likes to get it done. He likes to perfect his game, and this is what Coach was saying about my man Jack Campbell. He said he's good. He's what you would expect. He's going to grind through it. He's going to work at it. He's pretty hard on himself. That's something he's going to need to work on. It's a blessing and a curse when you're hard on yourself. He's doing a good job, and Kelvin Sheppard is letting him have it. He's not going to let him off the hook, but he's doing good, and he throw a lot of those guys out, and linebackers are asked to do a lot mentally and physically in this defense, playing with the vision, and a lot of times now he's got a lot on a plate, but he is growing. And that is something that we like to see out of our linebacker. We like to see that. We like to see him be very hard on himself. And yeah, like you said, it is a curse, and it is a blessing at the same time, because you don't want to see the guys stress over it, but you want to see them get better every single time. And I do agree with Shep here. Look, you put the best 11 on defense. And if you're at linebacker right now, he's not 100% there. I don't care who it is. I want the best 11. If that's Malcolm Rodriguez, Derrick Barnes, Alex Anzalone, fine. If that's Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, fine. Whatever you got, put the best out there. Malcolm Rodriguez made it last year. He went and he got a lot of role on defense at linebacker because he was the best player with Alex Anzalone at the time, and we've seen it in Hard Knocks. So keep doing your thing, Jack Campbell. Grind. You will be fine. We are really excited for you out there. And I got another question for you guys. Would you trade for wide receiver Corey Davis of the New York Jets? T for trade or P for pass? Let me know in the comments below, because this trade proposal was done on Lions Nation, so we're going to be definitely talking about it here. But I'm giving this a 1 logo for sure on this one. What was the proposed trade on that website there? Well, the Lions get Corey Davis and a 2024 7th-round pick, and the Jets get a 2024 6th-round pick. That's honestly not bad. You're getting a player. You're basically just moving back around. You're swapping picks. That's not bad at all. In all honesty, who is Corey Davis? What does he look like? Well, he's 6'3", 209. He has 33-inch arms. He was drafted in 2017 in round 1, pick 5. Guess where he came from? Western Michigan was his college. He is 28 years old. What did he do last year and in his career? Last year, he had 32 receptions for 536 yards, 2 touchdowns in 13 games. Now, you say that's butt cheeks of numbers, and it is. But they also had a giant mess at the quarterback position for the New York Jets. And when he was with the Tennessee Titans, he was a baller career-wise. He had 273 receptions for 3,879 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 78 games played. He was actually a pretty damn good player for the Titans. I remember watching him and Tannehill make some big-time plays. But it's not just all about what they do on the field or what you give up in draft capital. It's also about finances. And this year, his cap hit would be $10.5 million. It sounds like a lot. It truly does, and I get it. But at the same time, that's kind of near what we thought initially, not saying it, but DJ Chark last year numbers, right? It was close to that. He could be a dominant, powerful wide receiver. That's what he is. He's a physical guy. He's a big guy, and that's what he can do. The problem I have with Corey Davis is not Corey Davis himself, but it's, where would he be right now on the offense, right? Like, where is he going to be? You have a lot of receivers right now. You got Josh Reynolds, Marvin Jones Jr., and Jamison Williams. Those guys could play the X. And I just don't know if we have a spot with them. I was talking to Raw Podcast just a little bit ago, and we're debating on this one. Why would you get him? What would you get in return? And I said, I probably wouldn't do it just because there's not really a spot for him right now. But if we lost, say, Marvin Jones Jr. or Josh Reynolds to an injury, I would make a phone call to see if you couldn't get a Hopkins, right? If you lost one of your main focal points on offense, then you need to get a wide receiver that can help out. And the reason it was so cheap to get a Corey Davis proposed trade is he's not wanting to be there, and they got all the Green Bay Packers wide receivers. So it's pretty much known that he is probably gone at some point. Maybe a cap casualty or cut, whatever. But mine would be no, but it's not a hard no, because it's more of the players that we already have on the team, and I'm fine with the players that we got unless we got an injury Folks, another question for you. Have you hit the notification bell? If not, hit it. That's how you get notified for the videos dropping. Right now, I got about 15% of my 36,000 subscribers hitting that notification bell. Let's get to at least 20%. So 5% of you guys, go ahead and hit that notification bell. It does help out. Let's go ahead and get into CBS Sports HQ top 100 list, Mr. Pete Prisco himself. And Lions didn't get as much love as you would expect. So I gave it a 1 logo here. Why is that? Because Pete Prisco says the 2 young members on offense, right tackle Penei Sewell, number 66, and wideout Amon-Ra St. Brown, number 83, made his list. And Pete Prisco talks about Amon-Ra. He showed in 2022 that he was among the league's best move the chain receivers, with 64.2% on his catches. Going the first down, he caught 106 passes with 6 touchdowns. So I gotta, first off, I do agree that those 2 should be on the list, no doubt about it. But there should be some other players on the list as well. Jared Goff deserves to be on the list as a quarterback. He was a top 10 quarterback, in my opinion. That should be top 100 for sure, no doubt about it. Frank Ragnow potentially could be on that list as a center for the Detroit Lions. I think there's some other players that should be on the list, and there's players that you can look at coming in is C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Kirby Joseph as well. So I think we got a lackluster of love. That's my personal opinion there. And so did CBS Sports disrespect the Lions? Why for yes and then for no? Let me know in the comment section, specifically Pete Prisco. I'm going to say yeah. I feel like we're always underrated, and that's just something that happens because we are the Lions. So I gave it a 1 logo, and I say yeah. Folks, we're dropping videos every single day. Make sure you hit that notification bell like I said earlier. Hit that like button. We got to get, to continue to grow the channel. That's really so important for this. So make sure you guys do all that. Live shows on Thursday. Let's go. Adios.
Perfect.